Oh boy, welcome back sports fans. Mike Kretz here. Derwin Worrell is going to join us in just a minute, and that's because it was another Wrestling Wednesday. We've got a lot to get to, and we're going to start by getting out to Fruita right now. Fruita Wildcats hosting Central, jumping at 152. Dagan Harris dominates this match against Bailey Bloom. Would get the pin right here. Watch him squeeze down, bear down on that head. Picking up 6 for Central right off the bat. At 160, Devin Hickey, he keeps it rolling for the Warriors. A sweet double leg there. Later, watch the throw here on the perimeter. Just manages to keep that toe in there for 2. After everything was said and done, Hickey would be walking away with the 7-5 decision. After 170, True Tobiasen would get the Cats on the board. Take a look at that single leg. My goodness. Later, here working the half Nelson right into your living room. Tyler Zeke would try and bridge out for a second or two, but in the end, Tobiasen gets the Fruita Wildcats the 6. Up next at 195, Tatum Williams won the jackpot duels, put on a clinic against Dakota Jacobson, coming away with a handful of takedowns like that, but he would ultimately get the pin when he locks up the cradle right there along with the takedown. A few seconds of squeeze in here, nets Fruita another pinfall victory. Let's get to 220. Javi Hernandez looking for the same exact pinning combination against Tanner Heltman. Won't get it here, but watch him run this half. Cheese for the camera, young fella. He knows he's going to get on TV. Not only that, 20 seconds later, he's getting 6 for the Warriors, but Fruita is going to have a nice little run here. Kicked off by the heavyweight Joseph Shepardson. Using the inside trip, takes Cal Baleu down onto his back. Shortly after, you can see he's got that head scooped up, got the arm pried away. Just 38 seconds into the match, walking away with a 6 points pinfall down to 106. LJ George starting the second period on bottom. He's going to get a nice reversal here against John Paul Espinoza. Watch him get high. Now he's rocking the cradle. Yeah, he doesn't just have back points here either. He's going to pick up the pin for Fruita. A nice one there. And a nice one here at 113 from Michael Leone with the throw there on Dominic Ortiz. Won't get the pin here. Neither will he on the turn with the cradle here, but picking up loads of back points. And was short on time in the first. Look like Ortiz might get a reversal with that high single, but they go back down to the mat, and look who comes out on top. Leone, he's also got a hold of that head and arm, and right as time expires, gets the pin for Fruita at 120. Hasten Mays, would get an impressive win over Caleb Williams. He would get the majority of his points in the first period, getting the takedown there. Later picking up back points for this movement right here. All in all, a 7-0 win for Mays. To 126. Oren Meese taking on Jordan Willie. Meese using the high single to get the match's first points. Later, he's going to shoot in. You think he might shimmy this thing down. Instead, kind of hooks that leg. He won't get any back points for this, but does get the 2, all part of his 6-4 win at 132. Fruita's Will Stewart is down a point to William Dean, but not for long. Going to dump the hips right here. Hooks the leg. Not going to give Williams a chance to defend. Scoots in there for 2. Later in the match, we got a bit of a test of strength coming your way. Stewart's going to come out on top. And picking up back points, he'd go on to win the 12-7 decision. At 138, Fruita's Bryce Nixon. He's going to pick up the major decision against Nick Matthews, scoring handfuls of back points right there with the cradle. Later, giving young wrestlers great takedown technique. Going to from a single to a picture-perfect double. Later, using the really slick single bulldog on the net leg, he'd come away with the 14-3 major, and Fruita continues the run of form to close us out at 145. Dylan Chalewski gets a match first takedown there. Later, coming out and around the side for 2 more. He'd get the 4-2 win. Fruita, they pick up the team duel 49-18.